Criterion 12 is about inquiry and using inquiry to influence your practice. This is probably my weakest area, if I'm honest. Last year I looked at group work and the effect on group work had on student confidence and eventually their grades. So I looked specifically at years 11 and 12 in my English classes, and I see a whole heap of different surveys. I looked at them, their results through Google Docs using the pie graph kind of template, and I also did a couple of professional readings around it and looked at their grades at the end of the year. According to their grades, it wasn't clear cut that actually group work did have an influence on their grades, and that a lot of them kind of stayed the same. There were some increases, but it wasn't like definitely if you work lots in groups you're going to get a higher grade. Although most of the girls kind of reported positively about doing a lot of group work in class. But this year I found inquiry really hard. I had a really great idea, or what I thought was a really good idea, but wasn't really able to implement it. Looking at how do we incorporate kind of Māori worldview into our everyday teaching so that it doesn't become this tokenistic kind of thing that we're using, we're just doing a Māori unit because we have to tick a box. But I wasn't able to do that, so I've been looking at how to help students create authentic and original choreography, looking at my Year 9 class in particular. So that's kind of an ongoing thing, but we have also had the Interlead Appraisal Connector website being brought in this year, which has required people to be reflecting kind of regularly, and I found that I've really struggled to keep to the timetable and actually be reflecting regularly. And I think a big part of that is actually trying to get this PRT folder finished, and that has just taken up so much of my time and energy that to then have an inquiry on top of that, I found that really, really, really difficult. So I am still kind of ticking away at that inquiry and trying to get it finished off, and have had quite positive, the things that I've been trying in class are having quite a positive impact on the students' choreography. So although I'm not reflecting on it, I'm kind of doing it in practice and reflecting internally rather than writing it down. So I think I just need to be a little bit more diligent in making sure that I am doing those reflections and that everything that I am thinking is visible, particularly to my appraiser. So this is the area that I think I actually need to focus the most on in the future.